Hey, this is Jeff Augustine with Jeff Augustine Voiceovers. You know, here lately I've been doing a lot of audiobooks through acx.com. And I've come up with, what I consider to be a really easy way to edit these audiobooks, which can be the really daunting task. So I was going to put together this video, and maybe it'll help you if you do a lot of audiobook recordings as well. So what I do first is obviously I get into my DAW software, which I'm using Adobe CS6 for the Mac. Now, what I like to do, and this is just personal preference, okay, so I like to label, you can see right here over to the left, I'm labeling each section of the book, and it goes down chapter 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can see up top that that's where my markers are, and that's how I keep track of where I am in the actual the recording itself. It makes it much easier to edit. So you can see introduction, and as I zoom out here, you can see there's chapter 2, the start of chapter 2, and you move down a little bit, there's chapter 3. So it makes it really easy to find where you are in the book, chapter 4, and so on. Okay, so now we're looking at the audiobook recording itself, and you can see that you'll see I've highlighted it right here. Those two marks within the WAV file that are different from the others. Those are what I've done. I've clapped where I've made a mistake, and then it makes it very easy to edit in post. Okay, you can find out where your mistakes are very quickly, and editing, which is, like I said, the most daunting task of recording and producing an audiobook, it makes it rather simple. You can find those mistakes rather easily just by doing a simple clap whenever you make a mistake during your recording. So you can see in the file, see I'm highlighting, there's my claps right there. Every place that I've screwed up a lot. But then after, like I said, in the post-production, I can go back and I can find those mistakes rather quickly and easily and then make the appropriate edit to make it go a lot quicker in post-production, which, like I said, that is the bulk of your work whenever you're producing an audiobook. If you like to read, the reading part is simple, but the editing part is the most time-consuming part, and it's where it's really going to drive down your rate as far as what you're charging to voice and produce the book. So this is just a simple editing trick that I'm using. It's not anything new. It's not reinventing the wheel, so to speak. But like I said, it makes it really easy to find out where you've made your mistakes and make that edit very, very quickly. And you can see we're just editing right here, playing back the audio. And then I go and find my next spot where I've made a mistake. I'll highlight, I'll cut, and we'll do that for the entire file. Again, nothing new, but it will save you a lot of time when you're editing your audiobooks, because this is the majority of your time, for sure. And all the way down, we're finding all of those places where I've clapped. And all those places where I've clapped is where I've made a mistake within the recording. And that's going to happen whenever you're recording an audiobook. It's just impossible not to make mistakes. Be prepared to make mistakes. Again, like I said, this just makes it much easier to edit in post if you can find those mistakes easy. As you can see, I'm working, if you look down at the bottom of the screen and my counter, you know, I'm working with 34 minutes of audio right now, which is quite a bit if you're trying to, it's almost like trying to find a needle in a haystack of where you messed up without having to play the entire file back. And we've only got a couple more spots here. Now there happened to be one where I did not make the clap noise. And now I'm kind of guessing on where I made a mistake. And the only reason why I knew that is there was such a big amount of dead airspace or dead recording space that I knew that there was a mistake. highlight, and edit. Cut. And now we can see I don't think there's any more spots that I've actually screwed up. So I'll take the tail end off here. And that is it. So hopefully that helps you out.